So when you ask somebody who's not very handy, a hammer, a chisel, a screwdriver, some of these things all do the same job. And I think with people who are in construction or work with these tools, they realize that each tool does a different job. But there are people who can get many jobs done with just a hammer and maybe just a drill. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it's not as clean, sometimes it leaves much to be desired, but they were able to get the job done with less tools. And this is very much the same where it comes to your plan, where it comes to how much equipment you have at home, whatever it might be. We can find a way to get there. And you can use one tool for almost anything, but the truth of the matter is we have to find the right tools for the job, and the job is your specific situation. So with a gym setup, more equipment is maybe better for variety, but it's not necessarily going to be more likely to help you get to your goal, because you might have been able to do more with less. It's just like different tools do different aspects of a job. There are ways in terms of exercise. So let's go with an example here. So let's say the job is burning calories, right? And let's say it's outside of the gym itself. So how are you going to be able to burn more calories, maybe increase your daily non-exercise activity, thermogenesis, burning energy outside of exercise? So you go swimming in your pool. You can go bike riding, you can go jogging, you can go hiking, you can do some gardening, and then maybe go for a walk around the neighborhood with your dog. So there's different ways, different tools to get to the same end result. And some people might argue that certain tools are better to get that job done. So certain of those activities are better at getting the job done. But that is all about perspective, because what is the end result from this? Are you trying to burn out as many calories as possible? Are you trying to do something that you're a little bit more excited about, you're more likely to do? Are you trying to do it in something where maybe you can go for a walk with somebody you want to spend some time with? So you're being able to do a little bit of both. Yes, you're burning energy. Maybe you're not running, but you're getting an opportunity to spend time with somebody. So the tools depend on your specific situation. So in the end, does it matter which tool you use? I would argue that no. Whatever tool gets the job done for you. Now, that doesn't mean that the hammer is always the tool. It might be the chisel for you because you want to find details, right? So again, we have to find the tools that are specific for you and your end result. And that's why we just give you the parameter and you pick the tool that works for that. And as a quick example for nutrition, like obviously one of the biggest things for fat loss is a calorie deficit. How you get there doesn't matter as much. And this is why I say it doesn't matter carbs or fats. Well, this is why it doesn't matter. I say it doesn't matter where, like, as long as it fits your calorie budget. Now, there are some nuances to that, right? You're not going to want to paint your wall with a toothbrush, although you could technically get that job done. So when it comes to nutrition, I want you to get into a calorie deficit, whether it's using the ketogenic, fasting, more meals or less meals. Is it, making sure you're tracking? Is it portion guides? Whatever it is, as long as you're getting into a calorie deficit. I, over the years, have found that being aware of your calories is a really big thing. And this is why I push tracking to start, because it builds your awareness. And once you build your awareness, you know where you can improve. You get that immediate feedback, some of which these other plans you don't get, right? So if you do keto, you don't necessarily get this feedback right away. And it's possible that you can still overeat in a vegetarian, in a vegan, in a keto diet, in a raw food, any of these specific, diets that come to fashion, you can still overeat. So how you get into this calorie deficit, it doesn't matter as much. There's different tools. There are some preferred tools. There's some tools that'll help you get there faster, but the tool should fit you in your situation. So if you're finding that tracking is not a way, maybe you can find another way. So we're going to find the tools specific to your job, to your details. And again, your tool might not be the same tool as somebody else's.